What's up, everybody? Simon here, back with a video that includes this little tour here of the Silver Snail. Here's the outside. Here's my little Batman transition. I can't remember that girl's name. She was a guest artist on the book, and I didn't really. She had a big plate of sandwiches there. Maybe I should have stopped and chatted and had one, but a lot of people were lined up for that. But here's the store. Yeah, that's the recent books on the other side are the new weekly books, but these are just past ones. Yeah, I don't know about this store. Like, I had a hard time finding something good that I wanted, and all I had was a $25 gift certificate. Everything was just so overpriced here. Like, it was just crazy. I think I was in the store for like almost 2 hours, and I went through all these bins on the bottom here, and well, not all of them, but not the very very bottom ones either. But I went through all the stuff that I wanted to look for, like Batman and Detective and X-Men and just a bunch of other stuff, and it was just so overpriced. I ended up getting, well, I'll show you after this little tour thing is over. I'll show you the haul, but I just had a hard time. I don't know. And I didn't want to really get like just new issues that I could just get at any shop, but that's what I ended up doing mostly. I got a couple of back issues, and I really wanted like some Silver Age stuff, but I mean, it was just so overpriced here, so I didn't really get anything. Um, Man, I can't remember some of the prices, but yeah, like there was a back issue. Like if you wanted keys, they would just be like in a be just written on a paper in those bins in the bottom, and you'd have to ask for them or take the paper to the front. And they'd have the prices on there, so they weren't like they were pretty outrageous actually. So I didn't really find any deals. They didn't really have any dollar bins or anything like that. So I ended up getting better stuff at the store down the street, the used bookstore I always go to. But I mean, they had some cool stuff here. Don't get me wrong and everything, but as far as books, back issues, just so overpriced. Um, but a cool store. Probably one of the coolest ones, definitely in Toronto. Oh yeah, I had to get those swords. Those were like huge swords. You can't really tell by this video, but those things were like, I guess like full size. They were huge. Those swords. Oh yeah, I had to get that reactor shot of that reactor from Back to the Future too. That was kind of cool. I never seen that before. Some more back issues. So this video is like really interlaced. I'm not sure what happened. I don't really want to run a de-interlacing filter on it because it takes too long, and I'm cutting this from my laptop. If I was cutting it from my work computer, it would like edit this de-interlacing like nothing. Like, but it just takes so long on my laptop to edit this. But that's the little tour. Oh, there's the, I can't remember this girl's name. I should look it up on the website. But she was signing. Yeah, she was like a guest. I think a guest artist on that book. She was signing. I can't remember the book either. But anyway, that's the tour. There's the logo with Silver Snail. Cool tour. So here are the books from that store, the Silver Snail, and also a few other hauls from some stores, some comic book stores, and a convenience store even. I found a new one. I was actually just like cruising through this little town, and I seen, I can't remember what I was looking for, something, but I decided just to Google. Oh, I know. I was actually looking at this old store. Like I've been wanting to get some Silver Age again. Like when I first started up again, started collecting again a couple years ago, I was pretty lucky. I didn't actually realize it then, but now I know that I was lucky to find the Silver Age books that I did for the price that I found them at. So I just don't find that anymore. Like cheap Silver Age books for a buck, $2, or $5. We can find them for five, but like really beat up copies of things. But I've been wanting to get into that again. Go back to some of the old stores and shops and whatever weird places that I would find them. So I went to this old, like, I don't know what you call it, like a junk store or something. And they were closed. They were closed. They're closed like for the winter or something. So, and I remember getting Silver Age books from there, like $2 ones. So I went back and they were closed. And I looked in the window and those old boxes are still sitting there though. So I'll be back there as soon as they open again. But on the way back, I still wanted to find something. I wanted to find a good deal on some books. I wanted to find some nice Silver Age books. So I was cruising through this little town, and I knew there weren't any comic book stores around, but I just Googled it anyway, and there was this store, like, it was called something Trophy. And so I cruised by it a few times before when I go through that town, and I always thought it was like a trophy shop, like a customizing trophy shop or whatever, but it turns out it was like a trophy, like when you're searching through junk or whatever and you find a trophy collectible item or something. So I googled comic books and the town that I was in, the little town, and it showed me, it led me to the trophy store. I go in there and I ask the guy if he has any comic books, and he's like, no, actually I just had 30 long boxes of books. And I took them around the corner to this convenience store, to this guy who owns a convenience store. And so he says that they're going half on the sales, so they're selling them over there now. It's called Max. So I go and check it out, and yeah, sure enough, they got like tons. They don't have any. Actually, they had a bunch of wall books. They had 2 Silver Age books. They were $20 a piece. No, actually, one was a Bronze Age and one was a Silver. And I just wasn't interested in them for $20. What was it now? I can't even remember what the Silver Age one was, but they did have some other cool stuff, which I'll show later on in this haul. Right now, what you see is the haul from the Silver Snail. Like I said in when I showed you the tour, like I just could not find anything really good that I wanted, and they had so many great things there, but just too expensive for me, and I just didn't go all that way just to get something not all that great or whatever. And I didn't want to get a bunch of new books that I could just get at any shop, but it turns out they had okay prices. And even so, I had a $25 gift card, and after I bought some of the books there, I still had $2 on the card, and they happened to have these damaged comic bags, and you'll see the mess that's in there in a second. As I was walking through the store, the guy behind the counter just kept talking about this Devolution book to it seemed like every customer. He was talking about, oh, Devolution, check it out, it's so good, and Rick Remender did this and that. So, like I said, I was in there a long time, and he sold it to me too, even though he didn't really talk to me directly, And I was glad I picked this book up. I read it. If you haven't picked this up yet, go check it out. It's pretty insane. It's Rick Remender's, I guess, take or story on devolutionary, or how the government, I guess, or whatever kind of government there is in this book, sort of tries to devolutionize people. and it's pretty. Like I don't really want to say too much about it. You should go out and pick this up and read it, and even right down to the very end of this #1 issue, it's really great. You got to check that out. It's a cool cover too, the J Lee sketch. No, sorry, ink cover. So that's a cool book for sure. Definitely want to pick up #2. And from the store too, I picked this up for $6. The Deadpool variant of that Captain Marvel #1. Seen that in a lot of videos lately. Still have not read #1 of this, and I will soon for sure. I know it's pretty ridiculous. How could I not read the DK3, right? But I picked out #2 of it, so. And I really liked actually the Doctor Strange reboot there. It came out. Did it come out last month? I think. Yeah. So I'm not gonna talk about that one right now. I'm just gonna show you. You don't even want to see what's in here. They are damaged books for sure. I don't know why I had one in my hand and I put it back and I grabbed this one. And these are actually probably in worse condition. Like, look at that. Look at the bend on that. You can just see that a little bit. Like, it's insane what's in here. I don't know why I grabbed that. It's horrible. But that barbed wire was in there. Pretty cool Adam Hughes cover. I actually have a lot of Adam Hughes books this haul, so check those out. But yeah, I really like that. I was kind of glad, I guess, to get that. Even though that sort of has, like, can't really see that. Oh yeah, you can see the top there. It's bent, see? So, well, cool cover anyway. But, actually, yeah, now look at it. Let's now notice that. That's the damaged book that's in there. It's horrible. But that's what you get for $2, I guess. And there's like 5 books in there. I'm not even going to show them. And I had such a hard time, I paid $5 for this stupid this fantasy masterpiece. And it's obviously like a dollar book, a 50-cent book or something. It's pretty bad condition. I mean, not bad, but it's got like spine wear. Why would I even show the spine wear on that? But I definitely got it to read it. Read the reprint there of the #4 Silver Surfer. And the cover isn't even as cool as the original, right? It doesn't have that rainbow bridge that Thor's on. But whatever. For $5. Don't ask me why I picked it up. I'm just like, I had a really bad comic week, and you'll see what else I got. Right down to the very last comic here, which is a Silver Age book. And I just picked it up today and sort of leafed through it, and there's an ad or something cut out of it. But anyway, I'll show you that in a minute. So I got that. I'll definitely read it anyway, but so I don't know why I paid $5 for it, but I actually found some better stuff down the street at the used bookstore that I always go to. That's where I got that Doctor Strange #2, and so I like #1. So I definitely picked up #2 for $2. And I found a bunch of Adam Hughes Batgirls, early Batgirl stuff, #2 and 3. Pretty cheap pricing too, $1.50. I mean, of course, you gotta pick those up. #4, and they had a #6 there. Don't ask me why, but the #6 was actually worth a little something. And I put it back. I had it in my hand. I thought, do I don't really want to spend $6? I'm really budgeting on my books too. Or that day I was anyway, and I put the #6 back. That was a really dumb mistake that day. So that's the kind of hauls I've been having. I really have to sort of reassess what I'm doing here, because it's almost like I'm going back how I first started a couple of years ago, not really having a plan, not really having a game plan going in, no list or anything of books I really need and really want to check out and read. I just go in blindly, and so I think I really have to check myself here and start deciding how I really want to continue this hobby with some sort of I don't want to say strategy, but organization or something. But I'm definitely having fun, loving the books I'm buying and reading them, enjoying a lot of the stories. I went back to one of the newer shops that I just found where they have dollar bins. And I actually just got this Marvel Hip Hop book for free once I... Well, it says free right on the top anyway, so yeah. But it shows all the ones. I wanted that Doctor Strange. I was going to buy it at the buy and sell store a couple weeks ago, but it was like damaged all up and down the spine, and they're still charging the full price for it. And I'm not paying full price, especially for new books here in Canada. I don't know if a lot of you know, well, probably not if you're from the States, but they're charging us an extra $30 on new book. 30% on new books. So we're paying a bit here. So I did pay, so I paid like whatever this $2.99 for The Walking Dead, $150. So I paid an extra 30%. What is that? It's 90 cents. Well, I guess that ain't bad, but wait, is that 90 cents? Yeah, 30. But it all adds up. So I picked up a 150 of that. And this is actually only my fourth Walking Dead book. But I think I just bought into the hype, but I'll read them anyway. I got number 100, and I was just blown away by that because I've been watching the show and really following it, and so excited to see what's up for Rick and the boys and see what Negan's got going. So I bought number 2. I read number 1, really like that. The number 1 of the Batman and Ninja Turtle series. That was really cool. It had some Killer Croc in it, and Shredder shows up, Splinter. It's a lot of fun. Haven't read this Batman Europa yet, but definitely will soon. Picked up the Secret Wars out of the dollar bin from that same store. So I think that's it for those. Yep. And so the new Suicide Squad on the left is from... where's that from? Where is this from? Okay, this is from the store I was telling you about at the Mac store, convenience store. All their books are $2. And I didn't really have time. I was sort of heading back home here. I didn't really have time. I didn't want to spend like over an hour there or anything, so I just really went through. They had a lot of DC combo pack books. So I'm definitely going to go back and try and grab those if they're still there. Some Detective and Batman, those combo packs. But I really couldn't decide what I wanted because they were $2 a piece, and I wasn't going to go spend $40 on combo pack books just yet. But I did find this number 2 of Suicide Squad. And I think I've got like 3, 4, and 5 of that. So I was glad to grab that. These all got awesome covers on them too. And they even had a 50-cent bin, which I grabbed this. Has a bunch of ticks up and down the spine. That's why it was in there. But I know that book went up. Why did it go up? Can't even remember. But I think I don't know if this is a Canadian variant or what, but it's a newsstand copy, whatever. And there was a Marvel Premiere 42 in there for 50 cents, so I picked that up. And they had a bunch of Adam Hughes Wonder Woman for $2 a piece. So I've been finding a ton of these Adam Hughes covers of Wonder Woman lately. Today, I went to the comic book warehouse, this huge, massive warehouse. It's actually it's one big warehouse, but then they have a upstairs area. Like, I'm going to do a tour. You want to see a tour video, wait till you see this place. It's insane. The guy saying that it's the second biggest in North America, which means, it's number 2 to Mile High. So, you'll probably believe it once you see this place, because I'm gonna take my phone in there and take some footage if they'll let me next time. But he had this for, I think it was $8 or $10 on his massive warehouse wall. I was able to scope this book out. I didn't buy this is still from the Max convenience store for $2, but I actually found a lot of books there that I had found the past few years for really cheap, and he had them for like $20. I don't know if they're. He's got so many wall books at this warehouse anyway. And again, still from the Max convenience store. More Adam Hughes stuff. Other Adam Hughes. And oh yeah, there's this thing. It's this guy had some, and he just started selling new books too, so I don't know if this came with whatever, the Deadpool or something. I don't know why, but I've seen a few people have this in their videos, but I didn't know that this is part of like building what, like, because it's just a right arm. Because I walked by this table, he just has them all out for free, and he has like this big table, and I guess it must have had all the body parts on it. But I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was just all the same, and I got out to the car, and I seen right arm on there. I was like, shit, should I go back in and grab the rest, or next time I'll grab them. But interesting to see what it actually builds. Well, a Deadpool, I guess, but yeah. Anyway, and I picked these up from that big, huge warehouse, brand new. I mean, $7 is actually a decent deal. If, you're looking at tax plus the 30% you would pay in a comic book store. So, and they don't charge tax or anything; it's just straight up cash at this place. So, I mean, $7, I'll grab it. And I just really like that Adam Hughes cover of the barbed wire. Like at this store, it was the opposite. It's not that I couldn't find anything. I was in there so long because I had to decide what I wanted, what kind of key. There's like so many key. Oh, it's insane, this place. Wait till you see the video. But I just going through any old bin. I seen this Adam Hughes barbed wire. I didn't know that it was like last month's book. I thought it could possibly have been in a variant or something. But pretty cool cover. I mean. I picked this up for $3. Their bins are either $1, $3, or there's like a Silver Age, Bronze Age bins that range from 5 to 15, and then once it goes to 20, it goes into a different type of box. But this was a $3 book. Pretty nice shape too for that detective. I would probably see that for $5s anywhere else, but I'm glad to grab that. And there's my Silver Age that I was craving so much for the last, couple weeks. I just wanted some Silver Age, and I didn't get any kind of deal on it. I paid $15, and I'm pretty actually unhappy with it because, like I said, I just went through it, and there's an ad cut out in the back, or some kind of mail-in or whatever cut out. So I'm just trying to think, do I phone these guys and say, because they'll usually put a sticker on the front if there's some kind of damage to the book. I mean, especially if it's in the kind of bin I bought it in. It was like the second tier Silver Age bins. Like this book was in the same bins as $102 Silver Age books. So I'd imagine if he knew, he would have put some kind of sticker. It probably wouldn't be $15 for sure. But whatever, I'm gonna call him anyway tomorrow, and because it's pretty long, it's like an hour drive from here, so I'm gonna call the guy and see what's up. But that's my haul and little tour to Toronto. And yeah, it's been like a pretty dismal few weeks of hauls here. Like I said, I really have to go back and try to figure out something. I don't know. I really love the books I been getting, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm just not. I want to find deals again of these Silver Age. I want to get more Silver Age stuff. But hopefully, the next haul will be really awesome, and What else? Oh, I want to go check out that Stadium Comics. I actually just found out that they're like not very far away from me. Oh man, I can't even remember. Somebody was commenting on one of my videos or something. I think it might have been Amazing Murphinator. Could be wrong, but he was commenting about doing a video or something if I ever go there. So I'll do that. I guess it's a pretty small store because I seen a video of they did their own tour, and it looks, you wouldn't never know, but it's a pretty small store by their videos. You'd never know, but anyway, I'm sort of rambling on now. Um, what else should I show? We got a bunch of books here anyway. These are these videos are called "What's on My Desk," so this book actually is on my desk. It's not a part of my haul or nothing, but this is on my desk. I pulled it out of one of my long boxes a couple days ago. And I noticed it was sort of in the front. It was sort of bent a little bit, and the board inside was sort of bent the opposite way. So I pulled it out and put in a half back in there. I use half back e-Gerbers with a different kind of backing. Somebody just showed a video. What's his name? Y85 showed a video of his e-Gerber stuff. What he uses? He uses fullbacks. I don't know. I have gotten books with fullbacks in them, and I just kind of like them a little bit more flimsy. So I just use a halfback with an extra back. But I really love my Light 2s. I mean, they make the books look so awesome. So that's what I usually put on most of my, like, high grade minor keys and key books too. Should I show another one? I read this, but why can't I remember what happens? I just picked that up at a book sale earlier this year. So, and this also. Some Warriors action. The hell's his name? Oh my god, I can't remember his name. Jimmy C just showed a Warriors book. I just watched a Jimmy C video before this, so yeah, shout out to Jimmy C there. So anyway, that's all I have that I haven't shown yet. Yep, that's pretty well on my desk right now. But anyway, yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody. I definitely hope to have some cool books next time, some keys or something. I'm gonna go back to the big huge warehouse, try to do a video there. And yeah, okay. See you later, everybody.